Hey team! In this video we're going to learn how we could use base area in 3 different ways to solve for volume. Base area just means that we multiplied 2 of the dimensions already and that we're then going to multiply it by the 3rd dimension, the leftover dimension. So let's look at our first example here where we have base area times height. Base area times height means that we already multiplied the length times the width to get the base area. And we are then going to multiply by that height. In the next one, base area times length, that means we already multiplied the height and the width. And we just then need to multiply by the length. The last one, base area times width, means that we already multiplied the length and the height. And that we're then going to take that amount to multiply by the width. So again, base area means that we already multiplied 2 dimensions together, and we're then just multiplying by that 3rd leftover dimension. So let's see how this plays out in this problem. We need to write 3 expressions to solve for base area times 3rd dimension. I know that means I could have base area times height. That could be base area times length, or that could be base area times width. So let's go ahead and look at this figure with its dimensions, and let's go ahead and figure out what numbers we would be multiplying together to find the base area for each given area formula. First off, I can see that my length equaled 8, my width here equals 6, and our height equals 7. That helps me a little bit get started. All right, let's first look at this first expression, base area times height. If I'm multiplying by height, my height is 7, then that means I already multiplied the length and the width. My length is 8, my width is 6. 8 times 6 is 48. So the volume formula we could use, or the base area formula we could use for base area times height would be 48 times 7. Another example we have here is base area times length. Well, if my length is 8, then that means we multiplied the height times the width together already. My height is 7. And my width is 6, and 7 times 6 means I have a base area of 42. Let's look at one last one. Here we have base area times width. Well, if my width is 6, that means we already multiplied the length and the height. Well, my length is 8. And my height is 7. So that means my base area is 56. So all of these formulas, base area times height, base area times length, base area times width, will get me the same volume answer. Let's solve each one to prove it. Base area times height, 48 times 7. I know 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 5 would be 33. Let's do base area times length, where we had 42 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 is 33. Last one, we have 56 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36, and 6 times 5 is 30, plus 3 is 33. So our volume in all of these gets us 336 cubic units.